Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do part 2 video on statistics. Today this will be a part 2 class on statistics where we're going to do mean deviation about median type. Previously I did mean deviation about mean. This is mean deviation about median. And I'm choosing the discrete and the continuous data type questions. So this is a discrete one where x and f is given to us. First we need to find the median for this. When it comes to data like this, it's already arranged in ascending order, so we don't need to be bothered about the arrangement of the data. But if it's an ungrouped data, definitely rearrange them in ascending order and then find the median. So x and f is given. The next column is cf, which is cumulated frequency. So you keep adding the frequency. 3 3 plus 4 7, like that. So you get 3, 7, 7 plus 5, 12, 12 plus 14, and then 18, and then 23, and then 27, and then 30. Now, the last value of the cumulative frequency will be the sum of frequency, 30. Now, when it comes to median, we need to know whether it's an odd value or an even value. There are 30 data. So 30 is an even number. So when n is 30, which is even, the median is equals n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term by 2. So that means 30 by 2, 15th term, and 30 by 2 plus 1, that's 16th term by 2. Now, which is the 15th and the 16th term? Well, see this. Number 3 is repeated 3 times. Number 6 is repeated 4 times because frequency stands for the number of times the data is repeated, right? So 15 and 16th data will be somewhere between this 14 and 18, right? So till 14, the numbers are till 12, like 3 repeated 3 times, 6 repeated 4 times, 9 repeated 5 times, 12 repeated 2 times. So 14th data is 12, 13th data is also 12. So then from 15, 16, 17, 18, the next 4 datas are 13. So therefore, the 15th data is 13 and 16th data is also 13. There is one way also to understand this. Find out where 15 and 16 lies. 15 and 16 lies between 14 to 18. Take the highest value and their relevant x value. Consider the highest cumulative frequency and their corresponding x value. So this is how we fix the median. So median is 13 plus 13 by 2, which is 26 by 13 plus 13 by 2, which is 26 by 2, and therefore 30. So median is 13. Now let's find the median deviation. So next we make a column which is sigma x minus m, wherein m is equal to sigma x minus m, where x minus 13 will come because median is 13 here. So each and every x value will be subtracted from 13 and the absolute value of that is taken. So we get 10, we get 7, we get 4, we get 1, we get 0, we get 2, we get 8, and we get 9. So that is x minus 13. X minus 13 is minus 10, modulus of minus 10 is 10. 6 minus 13 is minus 7, modulus of minus 7 is 7. So like that. Now mod f into modulus of x minus 13. So every value of the previous column will be multiplied with f value. So 3 into 10, 30. This into this. 3 into 10, 30. 4 into 7, 24. 5 into 4, 20. 2 into 1, 2. 0. 10, 32 and 27. So total of this is 149. Now to find mean deviation about median, the formula is sigma f into modulus of x minus m by sigma f. So that is 149 by 30, which is 4.97 approximate. So next is mean deviation about median using for data that is continuous, that is class interval type. So class interval types, as usual, we need to find the x, which is the mid value. That's must because you have to find the deviation. So it's 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 and 55. Then we need to find the CF, that is cumulative frequency of F. So 6 plus 8, that is 14, 14 plus 14, 28, 28 plus 16, that is 44. Then we have 48 and then we have 50. So let's find the median first now. Median, and since it's a class interval type, median formula is L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. Now n by 2, there is no odd even rule here. The last value of the cumulative frequency is equal to the total frequency. So it's 50. So n is 50. So n by 2 will be 50 by 2, 25. Find where 25 lies. 25 lies between 14 to 28. We take the highest value, next highest value of 25. So 28, highlight this whole line. The lower limit of this will be the L in the formula. The corresponding frequency will be the F value in the formula. The previous cumulated value will be the CF value in the formula, and H will be the class size. So I'm going to find the median now using this formula which I stated now. So L value 20, N by 2 25, CF 14, F is also 14, H which is 10. So now you get, see, remember there is a bracket over here, so you need to multiply with 10, only then you can add with 20. So the answer works out to roughly, I think it is 20 plus 55, 7 by 7, yes, 55 by 7, which is 195 by 7. Now you can keep it in decimals or fractions, it's up to your choice. So I'm not using calculator, so keep it in fraction itself. So 195 by 7 is the median value. We are supposed to find mean deviation about median. So next is the deviation column. So modulus of x minus m, which is 195 by 7. Every x value will be subtracted from the median value. X is here. So 5 minus 195 by 7. So 35 minus 195, which is 160 by 7. Since absolute value is taken, it's 160. And then it is, what is it? 15 minus, it's 50 in this column. So 15 minus 195 by 7. 515 into 7 minus 190 by 7. 190 by 7. We get like this for all. 20 by 7, 50 by 7, 120 by 7 and 190 by 7. Next one, f times mod of x minus 195 by 7, which is f multiplied with this. So 960 by 7, 720 by 7, 280 by 7, 800 by 7, 480 by 7 and 380 by 7. So these value totals to 3620 by 7. Now the median deviation, which is MD on median equals sigma f into modulus of x minus m by sigma f, which is 3620 by 7 whole divided by 50. So that is approximately 10.34. So this is how we find mean deviation about median. So hope you understood this one. Next, let's do the standard deviation models. So standard deviation, or otherwise sigma. So here I'm starting with the ungrouped type itself. X is only given, no F is given. X are the first 10 multiples of 3, which is listed over here. Now, if you remember, if you watched my previous video, part 1 video, I said there are two methods to find the standard deviation. One, use the mean and find SD, or don't use mean, assumed mean and find SD. So first few sums I'm going to show you both ways, but when it comes to continuous data, that is class interval type, I'm going to do only the assumed mean type. All right, that's the workload is less for that. So x here, so I'm first going to do the mean method. So therefore I need to find mean. So the most important point to remember here is, if we use mean method and if mean comes out to be a decimal value, we will better round up the amount, or we drop that. We drop that and we take the assumed mean method. So, why waste time by trying the mean, and then mean is not a whole number, you drop and go for the assumed mean method. The best way is to go for assumed mean in the beginning itself, isn't it? So I would suggest that prefer assumed mean method for all sums in standard deviation, because you don't need to waste your time on finding mean. But if the question is like such a way that where we need to find mean, variance and standard deviation, so anyway we need to find because it is part of the question, so then follow the mean method. All right, so here I'm following the mean method first. So x is given, since it's an ungrouped data, I'm going to find the total of x. Total of x, since I've already total and kept, it is 165. All right, so x bar equal to what? Sigma x by n. So that is 165 by 10. So this gives me 16.5. All right, 16.5. Now I need to subtract each x value from the mean value. So here I've done the calculation already, but I'll tell you how I done. X bar, we found it as 16.5, which I showed you earlier, 16.5. And now every value of x subtracted from 16.5. So 3 minus 16.5. 3 minus 16.5 whole square. So subtract 3 from 16.5, which is 13.5, the square of that, which is 182.25. Likewise, 6 minus 16.5, 6 minus 16.5 is minus 10.5, the square of that is 110.25. 9 minus 16.5, so like that every x value will get subtracted from 16.5, and then you will square the values. So this way we get the answer for this column. But remember, once you finish the first 6, the next 5 or 6 will be the repetition of the same values. So if you total it and then multiply, see the first 6 numbers total, 5 numbers total, and the next 5 numbers total is same. So I just did it once and multiplied by 2, 742.5. So to find standard deviation, the formula is root over sigma x minus x bar the whole square by n. So standard deviation is equal to root over 742.5 by 165. Right? Not 165, I'm sorry, number of observation. Number of observation is 10 here. So 742.5 by. So it will be root over 74.25. So now let's find the square root of 74.25, which is 8.616. Now this is ST value, standard deviation value. Imagine if the question asks us to find the variance. Variance equals to standard deviation square. So that means variance is equal to root over 74.25 the whole square. Square and root get cancelled. So variance will be 74.25. So when they ask us to find variance without asking for standard deviation, then better don't put root on top of the formula. That's all. So with that we get the variance value. Now let's take a sum under discrete data and see how to find the SD and variance for that. So X and F is given. This is a discrete data type where we are going to find mean and then find SD using mean. So X and F is given. So mean is Fi into Xi, that's 92 into 3, 276, 93 into 3, 186. 97 into 3, 291, 98 into 2, 196, 102 into 6, 6112, 104 into 3, 312, 109 into 3, 20, 327. So this is XIFI. Get the total of this, get the total of this. This is 2200 and this is 22. So what is the mean formula? Sigma Fi Xi by sigma Fi. If you are following direct method and this is direct, you can even find mean using step deviation method. So mean is 100, which is a whole number here. Not like the previous question where it was an assumed, it was a decimal value. So that took us a lot of time to subtract and then square. So here, fortunately, we are getting a whole number, 100. So next one, standard deviation. So we have to do x minus x bar column and then square it. So x value is 92 and x bar is 100. So 92 minus 100 minus 8. Minus 8, minus 7, minus 3, minus 2, 2, 4 and 9. Now the square of this x minus x bar, the whole square. 64, 49, 9, 4, 4, 16 and 81. The next column is f times x minus x bar the whole square. So every value of x get multiplied with these squared values. So that is 3 into 64, 192, 2 into 49, yeah, 98, yes. And then 3 into 9, 27, so 8, 24, 48 and 243. So this totals to 640. And now it is finding the standard deviation, which is root over sigma f into x minus x bar the whole square by sigma f. So 640 by 22, which works out to 20 root over, yeah, there should be a root, 29.09. Now we need to find the square root of this number, which is 5.39 approx. And if the question is only variance, then we leave the answer as 29.09. So this is for discrete data, but fortunately the mean is a whole number. But if the mean is not a whole number, then this would be a tough job. So next one I'm going to do by assumed mean method, where I'm not going to find mean at all. Next one is a continuous data type or class interval type. First we have to find x, which is the mid value, which is 15, 45, 75, 105, 135, and what? 165 and 195. So this is the x value. Then you find d, which is x minus a by c, isn't it? So a here is going to be assumed mean, which is the middle value, and I'm going to take 105 as the a value. So d, what becomes? D equals to x minus 105 by c, or it can be c or h. So class size, class width can be h or c. So 30. So x minus 105 by 30. 15 minus 105 by 30. That means minus 90 by 30, minus 3. And then minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Once we find d, next is d square. 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, and 9. The next is fd, that is f into d multiplication. Minus 6, minus 6, minus 5, 0, 3, 10, and 6. Then f into d square multiplication. F into d square multiplication. So d square is already 9 into 2, 18, 12, and then 5, 0, 3, 20, and 18. So this total is 76, and total of this is 2, and total of f is 30. So sigma equals h or c into root over sigma fd square by sigma minus sigma fd by sigma f, the whole square. So that means h is what? Class size, which we took it as c in previous day, but both are same. So 30 into root over 76 by 30, 76 by 30 minus 2 by 30, the whole square. So this way we get the standard deviation value. So which is, if you work out, you will find it as 47.71 approx. So first divide it, then divide and square and subtract it, take a square root, multiply it by 30. Now imagine if they ask us to find the variance here. Then the formula will have a slight change because we have to square it. So it is h square into sigma ft square by sigma f minus sigma fd by sigma f, the whole square. So over here it will be 330 square, that is 900 into 76 by 30 minus 2 by 30, the whole square. So the answer, I guess, would be 2276. So this is how we find standard deviation for continuous data. As you can see, the use of calculator might be required only at the time of finding the SD values. Otherwise, you don't need it when you use assumed mean method. And for CBSE board, since calculator is not allowed, you have to learn how to solve the square root terms. So I hope you understand. Watch it again and try more sums in this pattern. Thank you.